Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be showing a fun deck I've been working on for the past couple hours. I haven't seen this deck played, well, this version of it at all. So because Chaos Dragons are getting hit, and I know this card right here is going to be hit, I'm going to be making this version, but once Future Fusion is hit, I'll just add in another Overlord Fusion. I call this deck TELE-JINZO. What it is basically the Jinzo OTK, but a quicker version with light and dark monsters, as well as the Lights Run engine to get it moving on. So first we have the BLS. The BLS is in this deck because it's an amazing staple. You have a lot of lights and darks, and you could get over stuff like face down Raikos, anything that will hurt you. And it's a game changer. Once this is hit, which I think will be 2, I'll put in a second Chaos Sorcerer so I could control my graveyard as well for my Dark Arm Dragon. I have Chaos Sorcerer in here as well because I want to control my graveyard and get rid of the monsters, blah blah blah. Okay, now, Cyber Dragon. I decided to run 3/2 because it's a main source in this deck for Overlord Fusion as well as Future Fusion. To get out my Chimeritic Over Dragon, my Chimeritic Fortress Dragon, my Cyber Dragon, and Cyber Twin Dragon. It needs to be consistent, so I need to run 3 at all times. Dad, it has a bunch of darks in here, and so I'll splash them in just for the fun of it, annoy my opponent when I get to play it, pop, 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 go off. Gores, stops OTKs. I do not run any traps because it's too slow. Gores stops every OTK in its steps, and it's just amazing all around. 3 Jinzos. Without this card, the OTK wouldn't work. What happens is when this card is in the grave, and this guy gets sent to the grave, you can special summon him, and then he's dead during the whatever end phase. But your opponent can't activate any traps, and you can move on. I'll explain the combo if you don't know it later on. So moving on, Jinzo Returner. What happens is when this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Jinzo from your graveyard and destroy during your end phase. Next we have 2 Kreebons. The Tele part of the deck, it's a tuner, level 2. You could go into a level 8 with Jinzo, or you could go into a level 5 with Sangin, or Sangin for a Catastor or something. It's a really good card. I really should add a level 7 just in case I have Cyber Dragon out and Kreebons. But yeah, you could get the Kreebons out easily with Emergency Teleport. Next we have the Lila. 2 Lilas, 3 is too much. 2 is just right. We have it for the milling part if we don't have the Raikou first hand. And to pop cards, it's like a breaker. Also for the Solar Recharge, just discard it. Draw 2, mill 2. Plague Spreader, another tuner, we just need it in here as a staple maybe. I like it. You could go into your level 8s as well. Next we have 3 Raikous, really pesky to get over. It pops everything in the way unless they could stop it, and it mills. So mill my Jinzos and stuff into their grave. Sangin to get me my tour guides or whatever else I need. Tour guides to get the Sangin out or go into Zen mains. Allure Darkness. Draw 2, banish 1. Basically draw engine. The draw engine. Well, not draw engine, just search engine on the mill. Staple. As I stated before, it gets you out your Kreebons as fast as possible. Foolish Burial, you put in whatever you need. For example, your Jinzo or another light to go into BLS or Chaos Sorcerer. Future Fusion. This is where I explain the combo. When you have this card out, as soon as you play it, it's basically game. Save it for a turn where your opponent already played. Don't play on your first turn unless you're going second. What you do is you play it, send your Cyber Dragon to the graveyard, your 3 Jinzos, and your 3 Returners. What happens is your Returners activate, special summoning all 3. They, of course, die in the end phase, but special summon all 3, that's 7600 right there. With 1 more monster, it's game. Or you could go into limit removal, and go for game. You show your Chimeritic Over Dragon when you play Future Fusion. This card right here is amazing. It basically attacks for every monster used as a fusion for it, and it gains 800 attack for each. So if you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 times 8 is 56, something like that, and then 112 with limiter removal, and they could attack 7 times or 6 times whatever amount it was. Monster Reborn, get your Jinzos back so they can't play your traps. Overlord Fusion helps you get your Chimera Tech Overdragon out as well. Avarice, everything's in your graveyard. If you're going to need power, you're going to draw. And then 2 recharge. Chimera Tech, if your opponent has any Zen mains or anything out. Overdragon for the Overload Fusion and Future Fusion. Cyber End Dragon, just in case they go into defense and you can't get anything else out. Cyber Twin, just for fun. Catastor Machine, kills anything that's not dark, and it's a beat stick. It's always a plus. Brio is going to get banned, I know it, but it's amazing, game changer. Scrap Dragon, pop. Stardust basically saves your cards and theirs, like when they try to do something to help them. I just added the 5s because you could go with Cyber and what was the other card? And Catastor, sorry. Next we have Exobeetle, because you could go Jinzo before they get destroyed if you have no other place with tuners or anything. As well as Photon Strike Bouncer, Jinzos, and 2 Zen mains for the tour guides. If you have any questions, leave them down below. If you see any nice changes you can make to this deck, please post them below. I'm pretty sure I'm the first one to make something with this deck for like Jinzo's OTK, because it was never like chaos like wise, so, but I'm not sure. I'm like, there's always ideas out there floating around, you know. So yeah, TELE-JINZO. I might make this for YCS Toronto if I have time, like enough to get all the cards and play it instead of my 6 Samurais or my Malefics. But yeah, amazing deck. Post your thoughts below, comment, rate, subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.